Hello everyone. We did several lessons and we had a nice discussion last week. It's about the unit number uh, 4 and 5, and we did number of things related to that unit number 4 and unit number 5, and the whole discussion was completed. And also we wrote the answers for the unit number 4 and the 5. No, right. But there is a part in unit number 5 to be completed. That is the applications of the pressure, right? Using pressure usefully. We solved some problems related to the pressure. And the basic equation, we wrote the equation like pressure equals force divided by the area. Pressure equals force divided by area. What is the meaning of this? If you want to increase the pressure, you have to increase the force. But if you can't increase the pressure by or increase the force, what is the option, right? And that is what you have to think here. As an example, I will show you a simple example here. Wait till I come. Right, there is a knife on my hand. You know, when cutting something from this knife, right? And let's take simple the soft thing to cut, like this rubber material. If I cut it by keeping the knife in this side, can you cut that? No, you can't. It's because there's more area here. So this time I want to increase the pressure, but I have maximum power. I can't exert more force than this. My force is limited. In a such case, we can decrease the surface area. We can decrease the area. When you decrease the surface area, then easily I can cut it. I am not going to cut that one, but somehow if you increase the area, you can see there is the mark just retain on that as we increase the force. And if I just rub it over this, it doesn't cut, but if I move it here, that will be cut into the halves. So what is the tactic we used here? Always whenever we need to increase the pressure, there is an option is making the surface sharp as possible. That is the option. But if somebody hold the knife like this, then you can feel what happens. The handle cannot be used to cut, it has higher area. But if I hold it this side, this will be sharp and my hand will cut. Because this time when we hold something, we need to decrease the pressure exert on our hand. That's why we make this as large as possible. So holding hand, wide hand, to decrease the pressure by increasing area. So cutting with a sharp edge, cutting with sharp edge and increase in the surface area. Now area can be changed to change the pressure. So if you decrease area, then pressure will be increased. Pressure will be increased. You can increase the pressure. Increase the pressure. If you increase area, then you can decrease pressure. Easy, easy, very easy. So we have to discuss the instances where we decrease area by decrease pressure by increasing area, or where we increase pressure by decreasing area. First occasion, let's talk about the first thing. increasing pressure usefully by decreasing the area. Number one, the knife, sharp knives, and the thumbtacks or needles, iron nails, needles, injection needles. We made them as small as possible, decreasing the area possible as. And in construction sites, we use crowbars or mammoths, right? We make those surfaces as sharp as possible. When we make it sharp, that means there's high area. We can increase the area by decreasing, sorry, we can increase the pressure by decreasing the area. Those are the application, number of applications there. And whenever we need to increase the pressure, then you can think how to decrease the pressure area, how to decrease the area. Sharp tools like chisels, axes also have the same application. Then what are the instances where we decrease the pressure by increasing area? One example, think about your baggages. Bags have wide belts to decrease the pressure exert on your shoulders. Wide belts. Vehicles which are running on mud, just like backhoe machines or something, we have seen their wheels are very wide. Tractors, backhoe machines, or such machines, their wheels are wide. Wider the area, lesser the pressure. Therefore, they don't easily sink in the mud. That is the next application. And when making buildings, we make wide foundations because the pressure exert or the force comes on the wall. To distribute that easily, we make wide foundations. And handles of equipments, just like this, they are made as possible or the wide as possible. So we can have good grip and also pressure exerts on our hand is less. And the cap of the nails, cap is made as wide to decrease the pressure exert by that. Therefore, there are a number of examples. And do you know something's called the washers? Washers are used with the nails. When a nail is fixed into something, especially screw nail, when fixing it to a surface, sometimes when we tighten it up, it can sink in the surface. To prevent that, we use a washer. Washer is something like this, a metallic one, which has wide area. When we fix a washer, then the force distribute and pressure exerts on that will be decreased. Number of applications where we increase the area to decrease the pressure. So when walking on mud, the best slippers to be wear is the slippers with wide ones. People who are walking on snow, they use wide skids, right? Skids means kind of wide, the shoes like things. Then they can easily walk over that without sinking in the snow. We don't have that experience in Sri Lanka, but the people who has those experience, they use that. Next wonderful thing is this. Here we use the works of intelligent people. People have a kind of developed brain to create such things. But look at the natural adaptation seen in the nature, right? When plants have thorns for the safety, thorns are just created as sharp as possible. Lesser the area, greater the pressure, then they can easily sink it. And animals who has horns, right, like ox or someone's, their horns are sharp. And birds beaks are sharp, sharp beaks, having less area to increase the pressure. So naturally we can see them. And in nature we can found the places where the pressure is increased by decrease in the area. Also in the nature you can see some places where the area is increased to decrease the pressure. Animals who are walking on sand. I don't know whether you can notice this animal. It looks like a camel, no? Right. The camels, their feet are very wide because they are walking on soft sand. Greater the area, lesser the pressure exert, less pressure. Next, elephant feet is wide. Elephants, they have wide feet. Wide feet. Elephant feet are wide. And they increase the surface area to decrease the pressure exerts by them. And trees have wide root systems to prevent them sinking in the ground. We made foundations to buildings. I think we have copied that from the trees. Trees have wide root system to prevent them sinking in the mud. Likewise, we can see these applications in nature. Nature knows how to increase the pressure or decrease the pressure. And this video is a very short video, because in this video we just discussed very small title here, the way that we increase or decrease the pressure by increasing and decreasing the area. It comes when the force is limited, then you have to think a method to increase the pressure by decreasing area or decrease the pressure by increasing area. About 12 minutes passed. Then this is the end of unit number 5. Unit number 6 will be started soon. I will upload the video for the unit number 6 also soon as possible. Goodbye everybody.